All right, let's talk about some advanced techniques. Let me first of all play this, this one here. I don't know if I'll rearrange this music, but it's, I'm just going to label this number 1, okay? So you see this is technique number 1. So look for the box with the 1 in it on the sheet music. This is basically playing constant 16th notes in the left hand. While playing that melody in the right hand. It is pretty difficult. In fact, it was difficult for me. I kind of have it down. I'd probably have to practice it for another, I just started yesterday and kind of have it down now. I'd probably have to practice it for a couple more days to like really get comfortable with it. But let me just play it for you. And then you go this. So let me try and do it as slow as I can. And in here, you can actually just kind of like arpeggiate that E diminish. And what do I do here? Yeah, that's what I did. So. So you can go back to like the other version or play some more chords in there. So basically what I did before was, let me just get the music in front of me so I played exactly as this. Okay, so I can do that or I can do that. Also, hear how I'm adding in that extra note? I can also just kind of do some full chords on this. This is a little bit jazzier, but so I'm not sure if I'm in love with that or not, but you know, it's another option that you can try. But the 16th note thing is pretty challenging. I would say start very simple. Also notice how a lot of times I'll hold down that bottom note. And just start by just trying to get 2 beats at a time. So do that. Okay, so try to get that one measure. The hard part about this is that you start on that downbeat at beat 2, so that's actually pretty simple. But then it shifts so that everything is upbeats. Oh, and by the way, there was one thing I wanted to remind you about, is that when I did that B section melody, I changed the melody a little bit just to make it to fit with the rhythm, to make it a little bit easier. But if you listen to the recording, you hear that it's a little bit different, but it's close enough. So if you want to change that, that's up to you. But anyway. So that's real fun. And actually, it doesn't. You don't have to play it that fast. You could play it, as fast as I was just doing there. Now the other little tip here, I'm going to label this, let me just put this in right now for you. So that was number 1, okay? This one will be labeled number 2. They might be out of order, just so you know here. This is a little guitar riff. In this section, that section, the guitar does this. So it's right here. So that's a, if you're playing with others and then you're, just trying to fill in some parts, that's a nice little section to add in as well. At the very beginning, I also wrote out just a, basic pattern here. With just single note in the left hand and single note in the right hand. So you can take a look at that. That might be helpful to you as well. Now that actual bass line in the 7 section, this one, where I did that simplified version, the real bass line is